Welcome to the Hit Factor. We're Jemmy and Nye exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML and MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP and UCAS, cybersecurity, compliance, IaaS, cloud, and Microsoft 365 and Azure. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you. Stay tuned.
Indeed. And today, we're digging into something pretty concerning for 2025, these ClickFix scams.
Right. It's based on a blog post from an IT support CEO, so it's really aimed at people like you listening, small business owners, IT managers.
Exactly.
Our mission here is basically to get you up to speed fast. What is this threat? And more importantly, what can you actually do about it without feeling totally overwhelmed?
Yeah, let's unpack it. So what are these ClickFix scams? The name itself is kind of descriptive, isn't it?
It is. They sound almost helpful, like click here to fix something.
That's the trap. You get these pop-ups, right? They might look like an error message or maybe one of those prove you're not a robot things.
Okay.
But the blog post highlights that, following the instructions, maybe copying some text, pasting it somewhere, hitting save. Enter, that's how they get you. You're basically installing malware yourself.
Wow. So it plays on that instinct to quickly solve a problem.
Exactly. And it ties into that bigger picture of social engineering, manipulating people. It's a huge vulnerability. That stat from 2024, 68% of breaches linked to human error, it really drives home how effective this can be.
So these aren't just like standard annoying pop-up ads then, they're more sophisticated.
A bit more, yeah. The blog describes fake browser windows. They mimic things we see all the time, like KPTCHAs or system alerts, making them seem legitimate.
And the specific trick, the blog mentioned getting users to press Windows plus R.
That's a common one, yeah. Windows plus R opens the run box. Then they tell the user to paste in this malicious code and hit enter.
Okay, and why is that so dangerous? Why does it work?
Well, think about it. Your employee is the one typing and hitting enter. They're telling the computer to run the code.
So it bypasses some of the usual safety nets, like Google Safe Browsing.
Precisely. As InfoSecurity magazine pointed out last November, the user is essentially granting permission. It's not the browser being tricked as much as the person. That's a key thing for business owners to grasp. Your team needs to understand this.
Definitely a crucial point for training. Okay, so who's most at risk here? Is it everyone, or are they targeting specific people?
Well, anyone can be a target, that's true. Yeah, the post also flags remote workers, people using Zoom, other collaboration tools. Maybe they're more used to troubleshooting minor tech issues themselves, potentially making them a bit more susceptible.
That makes sense. And it's not just browser pop-ups, is it? There was something about emails, too.
Right. Phishing emails. They might have an HTML attachment designed to look like a familiar Microsoft Word document.
And inside that,
a tempting button saying something like, how to fix or enable content. Clicking that kicks off the scam.
So it's hitting users from multiple angles, browsers, email.
Exactly. It's often a coordinated effort designed to look like a legitimate solution to a problem that might not even exist. Exploiting trust.
Okay, so let's say the worst happens. An employee clicks, they run the code. What are the potential consequences for the business? The blog seemed pretty clear it could be bad.
Oh, devastating is not too strong a word. This ClickFix malware isn't just one thing. It can be a gateway.
A gateway for what?
All sorts of nasty stuff. The post mentioned remote access Trojans, or RATs. Think of it like giving an attacker a hidden remote control for the infected computer.
That sounds bad. What else?
Credential stealers. It's specifically named VDAR and Darkgate. These are designed purely to hunt for and steal login details, usernames, passwords.
Which could give them access to bank accounts, company systems, customer databases.
Everything. And then there's the big one, ransomware. The malware could deploy ransomware that encrypts all your files, your entire network potentially, demanding a hefty payment to get it back.
The blog mentioned a proof point investigation into a Booking.com themed attack.
Yeah, back in December 2024. Linked to a group they call Storm 1865. It shows these aren't just random attacks. They can be targeted campaigns.
And they use some clever tech, like mimicking recap TCHA.
Right. Using things like open source toolkits. Recap TCHA Fish was mentioned to hide the malicious PowerShell commands. Makes it look harmless, lowers suspicion.
So the bottom line for a small business owner, compromised accounts, stolen money, maybe your whole network lockdown.
That's the potential fallout, yes. Stolen credentials, financial data loss, and massive disruption from a network-wide infection. The cleanup can be incredibly costly and time-consuming.
Okay, this is serious stuff. Let's shift to prevention. What are the absolute essential steps for the users, for your team members?
The blog lays out some clear advice. Number one, and this is huge, never click on unexpected pop-ups or those fix-it buttons. Doesn't matter how urgent or official it looks.
Just close it.
Close the tab. If you think there might be a legitimate issue with a service you're using, go directly to their official website yourself. Don't click the link in the pop-up.
Makes sense. What else for the employees?
Verification. Train them to hover over links before clicking, especially in emails, to see the actual destination URL. Check the sender's domain name. Be wary of generic greetings like "Dear User" instead of their name.
Good habit. And the big one about pasting code.
Absolutely crucial. Drill this into them. Never ever copy code from an untrusted pop-up or email and paste it into a command prompt or run box and execute it.
How should they get legitimate updates then?
Legitimate software updates and fixes come through official channels, the software's built-in updater, the official app store, the company's verified website, not random pop-ups.
Okay, that covers individual actions.
Yeah.
What about the organization? What broader security measures should a small business implement?
The blog post stresses regular, ongoing cybersecurity training, not just once a year, but consistently.
And tailored to different roles?
Ideally, yes, and make it specific to current threats like ClickFix. Then reinforce it. Use simulated phishing emails to test awareness.
And give feedback.
Yes, constructive feedback is key. Help people learn to spot the fakes. It builds that security-aware culture.
What about technology defenses?
Definitely need those too. Advanced email filtering to catch malicious messages, web proxies to block access to known bad websites. These are important layers.
Endpoint security.
Good endpoint security platforms, maybe ones using behavioral analytics, can spot unusual activity on computers even if the initial threat gets through. It looks for suspicious actions.
And finally, a plan for when things go wrong.
An incident response plan.
Yeah.
You need to know exactly what to do if you suspect a breach, how to contain it quickly, who to call, how to investigate afterwards to prevent it happening again.
The blog post also mentioned that CDML, the company behind the post, offers services in these areas, right? Training, simulations, tech solutions.
It did, yeah. Mentioned awareness programs, phishing tests, and partnerships with tech providers like Dell, Microsoft, SonicWall, HP Aruba. They talked about a human-centric approach.
Which brings us back to that key point, doesn't it?
It really does. Technology is vital, no question. But your people, their awareness, their actions, are arguably the most critical part of your defense against threats like ClickFix.
So wrapping this up for our listeners today, the main message is, ClickFix is a serious threat using social engineering to trick your staff. But it's not insurmountable.
Not at all. Awareness is your shield, and the right security measures are your armor. Combine them, and you build strong protection.
Which leads us to that final thought for you, the listener, to mull over.
Yeah, considering how much your business depends on its technology, its data. What's one immediate concrete step you can take right after hearing this to better educate your team about threats like ClickFix?
Something to really think about. For more details and resources, you can check out CDML's contact page at cdml.com/contact. That's cdml.com/contact.
They also have the blog posts we discussed and others at cdml.com/contact.
And more audio discussions like this one, their blogcasts, are on YouTube at youtube.com/CDML Computer Services. Definitely worth checking out.